Didn't you have pizza like 5 seconds ago?
Maybe.
Where did it go?
My my infinitely deep pockets. I don't know. Magic.
You lied, bitch. You don't have pockets. Anyway, today's topic is things that annoy us. For starters, you annoy me.
Get out of my house.
Fuck your house. No, my house is trashed, so this is where we're at.
That's true.
So what is something that annoys you? Or do you want me to start?
You start since you started this.
Alright. Something that annoys me is customers. I hate working in fucking customer service so much. I hate it. About everybody pisses me off. And every little possible second that they can, they piss me off. Had a woman today come up to me and she said, "You would be much more attractive if you smiled more." And I was like, "Ow."
Yeah, I hate when people say that shit. It's like, do you hear yourself? How would you feel if someone said something like that to you? Oh, you would be so much more attractive if you did this or wear that. No, fuck you.
I work in retail, bitch.
My soul is gone. My
Ugh.
happiness obliterated.
So one of the things that really annoys me about my job, my current job, um, without saying the fun name of where I work, it's a, what do you call it?
Resell.
Thrift, yeah, thrift store, resale, whatever the fuck you want to call it.
hmm
And our lovely CEO came in and asked for suggestions to make our store better, and I said, "Hey, how about we have some paper to wrap all the glass goods? That way they don't break." His response was, "No, you can just use the paper, or not paper, God, no wish, plastic bags that we have, or wrap it in the customer's clothing as they're checking out." I'm like, no, that's terrible. So he completely ignored everything I said, and I can't tell you how many customers a day bring their shopping carts. Your booby flew into your chest, by the way.
Bad booby. Go away, booby.
But they bring in their shopping carts full of all this breakable shit. And whenever like they put it on the counter, I'm trying to put it in, and they're like, "Be careful of that." No shit, bitch. What do you expect me to do? Look at you and throw it in the floor is shattered everywhere, so I have to clean that up? No.
I mean, obviously.
But yeah, I hate that, and I also hate the customers that when you tell them something, and they're like, "Well, can't you just ask the manager?" And you're like, "No." They're going to tell you the exact same fucking thing. And then when they bitch and moan enough and you finally go get the manager and they tell you the exact same fucking thing that I just told you, they get pissy and walk off.
Yep.
That's incredibly
And
annoying.
they can't get their way, so they get all huffy about it. Like, oh well, go somewhere else. I don't
Yeah.
give a shit. I guess I could piggyback off of yours because honestly, I feel the same. But I also am very annoyed by the fact that corporate thinks they know how to run the business, but they don't. They really don't. Because the majority of these people have never worked in retail, or if they have, it's probably been 20 plus years. And
Yeah,
retail is definitely different than what it was back then.
that's what I was going to say. It evolves so much that you can't keep up with it.
Yeah.
And it's just terrible.
Exactly. So these dinosaurs just come in and think they know everything and start spewing all of these demands that need to be met, and it's just like, uh, no,
Don't hate me enough.
absolutely not. You cannot enslave me. Like, I'm here to do my job. I'm fine doing my job. I have no problem assisting customers, answering their questions, or helping them occasionally lift something heavy. But I will not pester the shit out of the customer. Oh, you need this. Do you have that? Well, you totally need it. And here are the 10,000 reasons why. Did you
But
know if you spend this much money, you could totally get this item for 20 bucks cheaper?
I just came in here for a candy bar. Bitch, I don't care. My job's on the line.
Here, buy all this. You only came in to spend $2, $3? Spend 100.
Yeah, that's so fucking annoying. I hate that. I hate that so, so much.
Mm-hmm. And then they come in to make visits. And it's like, great. Now everybody's on edge because you're here because you're such a tightwad. Because at the snap of a finger, there goes their job.
Right. I don't ever freak out whenever we have visitors or anything like that. I just, at this point in my life, I don't care. Like, if you're going to fire me, that's fine. I don't care. Yeah, I feel that too. That's me every day when I walk in. That and
Yeah,
another thing
pretty
that annoys
much.
me is, I know you have or not customers, but employees that do the same shit. Is the ones that walk around and do absolutely fuck all the whole day while you're busting your ass, and nothing ever seems to happen to them. Like, it seems like their job is completely secured, and yeah.
You're describing me now. Because I've evolved. I've become that person for the most part. Because, like, I mean, no shame. Like, I'll do my job, but I'll also do it lazily. Like, I'll extend things, like how long it takes to do certain things, because I'm over this job. I'm like, I don't give a shit.
Oh, I feel that
And the
so bad.
store is always so dead. It's like, why am I rushing and busting my ass when, there's going to be nothing to do the last couple hours of my shift? Like, no.
Right. I hate coworkers so much. There's a few that I get along with, and then just some that just makes the job so much worse. And I don't get why coworkers come in there and start drama or anything like that. But it's already shitty enough to go into a job to work. Like, we don't need the added bullshit to it. Like, it's not high school anymore. Just chill.
Exactly. And that's why I like my store manager, because they have that same mindset where it's like, you know what? Just do your job and you're good. Like, let's just have a good time, but do the work. And yeah. And I'm like, yeah, totally. I'm all for that. And she, would go on about how she despises bad management. And she's like, it's always how you treat your employees.
I agree.
You treat them with respect and kindness, and you're good to them, they will work for you. You treat them
Exactly.
like crap, and they're gonna rebel. They're gonna be crappy employees.
Right. Oh, so completely off topic. I have to tell you this story. Do you remember that one coworker of mine I told you that looks like a swamp witch, but she's like
Mm,
super fucking sweet and I love her?
yeah.
God bless. She had told me a story today. I don't know how this whole conversation. I do know how the conversation got brought up. I'll start full circle. So me and this other coworker was talking, and she had talked about this older gentleman that works with us. I love him to death. Like, he is like the most adorable fucking person out there. And he had found a vibrator in one of the boxes. And he saved it until this other coworker came in, and he put it on her desk. And she just came and she's like, "What the fuck? Like, why?"
Oh.
She said she threw it away, and then she's like, "I shit you not." Like, an hour later, I found this other vibrator that had all these different functions to it, and you could charge it on the wall. I was like, "That's cool. I wouldn't use that, but that's cool." It's like maybe you can make a solar powered one, and you could put it in your windowsill, like one of those little dancing things that you put in your windowsill. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
The googly eyes on it and watch it dance. All it's charged. Everyone in the neighborhood knows it's charged. Anyway, we were having that
Maybe
conversation. Huh?
I was just gonna say maybe she should once it's charged take it out to the garden and start planting flowers.
Jesus Christ. Anyway, we're saying this in front of our assistant manager, and she's sitting there dying on the inside. We're like, you've worked with us for how long? Like you have to expect this kind of behavior from us. So I'm walking doing my work, and she calls me over to go to the one woman I was telling you about, the one I love that's so cute and all that. She's like, tell her what happened. And I told her. So she got a good laugh out of everything, and assistant manager walks off. She said, "Did I ever tell you what I do about my ex-husband?" I said, "Oh God, no. What?" She said, "She said when he was treating me bad, I was brushing my teeth one day, and I was like, I wonder if he ever did anything to my toothbrush." So I immediately threw it away. I was like, "Uh huh." She said, and I got mad at him, even though I don't know if he did anything or not. I got mad at him, so I took the toothbrush and wiped it on the dog's balls and put it back. I'm like, baby, what? Why? She said, "Mm-mm, that's not even the worst I did." I'm like, you did more? She said, oh yeah. She said, I peed on it one time. I'm like, what? Like a pregnancy test? You just peed on this man's toothbrush? Yeah, I sure did. He said one day he asked me for a sandwich, and me being a good wife, I made him a sandwich, and I let the dog lick the bologna and then put some mayonnaise on top and gave it to him. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, you're so
Oh,
sweet. What's going on with you?
oh,
But it's people like her that make me actually enjoy my job a little bit. I cannot look at that woman anymore in the face. Like that whole story threw me through a whole fucking loop.
oh.
Yeah,
I'm disgusted. Not just because of dog licking sandwich meat, but bologna. Ugh,
that's what got you.
the bologna. Yeah. If I was getting even with someone I was not trusting and I despised them, you bet your sweet ass I'd piss on their toothbrush.
I'm
So watch out.
just imagining her thought process. She's sitting on the toilet and she looks over. She's like, "I want to teach this motherfucker a lesson." She just pisses on it, and puts it back.
Oh.
Yeah, totally off topic, but that was like the highlight of my day. Other than dealing with the other annoying employee that wants to be the manager, and even though he's not a manager, acts like a manager, and everyone hates him.
Yeah, I've dealt with a few of those before.
It's like that one
Not fun.
really annoying like kid that you was in school with that always had to raise their hand to ask a question or answer a question, and just like made a huge deal out of everything.
I'm engaged to that.
Yeah.
No, I shit you not. He told me that before. And I was like, oh,
Reminds me of a
okay.
scary movie where the teacher's like, "Shut the fuck up."
Yeah, that was
Uh,
him.
so back on topic of things that annoy you, something else that really annoys me is whenever you go to a fast food place and they have like a limited edition item and it's so fucking good, and then it's just gone and probably never going to get it back. Like I get it's limited edition, but still yet I could be annoyed by it, especially if it makes a shit
You,
ton of money.
yeah, you seem to have the worst luck when it comes to certain things just coming out and you really want it. And then by the time you have the money, it's just gone.
Yeah, yeah, that's my life in a nutshell.
Oh, yeah. Let's see. What else is annoying besides people? People. More people.
Yeah, honestly, that nothing really else annoys me other than people. I have a strong dislike for people in general, and it's
Mm,
yeah.
yeah.
That one coworker that I was mentioning that acts like the manager. Something else that he does to piss me off is like whenever I'm a cashier, we have to ask for roundups for donations and whatever, and I never do that, and everyone knows I never do that because I hate doing that, and
Hmm.
I think it pisses the customer off more than anything.
Oh God, yeah.
But there would be certain customers, and keep in mind I've been at this place for almost 2 years, and this motherfucker is just maybe going on his 6th month. And whenever I'm ringing up a customer, he'll come by and he's like, "Oh, that person always rings, or always rounds up." I'm like, "I don't care. Like, fuck off. Go do something else." And then
Ugh.
when it gets to the time they pay, I'm like, "Do you want to round up?" And like, "No." I'm like, "Then see, you don't know. Fuck off. Like, nobody likes you."
Yeah. Yeah, my job does the donation thing, but they've kind of backed off on it ever since they came up with that brand new idea of, you know, selling the boxed paper. Because that's
Yeah,
number one. Everything else is kind of on the back burner now.
don't you love that?
I do. Hey, sir, how would you like some paper? I see that you're spending over 100.
Oh,
Yep. Of course, the government's spying on me through my stupid Siri.
oh, is that what that is?
Yeah,
Oh, what's she bitching about? It sounds like she has a lot to say.
she does. Like, shut up, girl. Like, I did not even say your name, and you're just like spouting off different things about paper. I'm about to unplug it. Anyway, what was I saying? Yeah,
uh,
that stuff. It's annoying.
yeah, I feel
You
like
know what else is annoying?
what?
People who see a mess and do nothing about it.
Yes,
They see it and they walk on by. It's like, ugh.
that shit happened at work. Somebody dropped a glass, and you can hear a glass like break on the floor. I was standing there watching, and they dropped it, and it shattered every fucking where. And they looked at it and just walked off. Didn't tell anybody. It just walked off. I'm like, huh. Well, if that's not my problem, I'm clocking out in like 2 minutes.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, what's a lot of fun is the annoyance of finding like the remnants of a stolen product. Like if they rip open packaging to steal something and they leave that packaging behind.
Yeah. Oddly enough, I deal with that at my job too. Even though like everything's like, secondhand. There are
And
people that will open up Dollar Tree fucking headphones that nobody can ever use and just like take the headphones and leave the package.
uh, trash. I don't understand people that steal. Like especially when it's like not that expensive in the first place. Like I get it. Money troubles, things are tight. You may not be able to afford things you want, even if they are like, $10, $20.
Hmm.
I get it. I totally do. But to steal something, especially that cheap, it's just like, really? Are you that pathetic?
Stealing from a store like mine is pretty fucking pathetic.
Well, yeah, a secondhand store, definitely.
Like that's ghetto with a capital G. Like it's bad. The only thing I can ever just, and I haven't like stolen anything or been in that situation, but the only thing I could ever justify somebody stealing is medication. Like if they're sick and they cannot like afford medicine, then I can kind of justify that to an extent. But
Yeah.
like stealing random shit like headphones, like no, you don't
What's
do
worse
that.
is stealing office supplies. I'm gonna steal this pen out of a package of 7 pens. Just one pen.
This one specific pen that was calling out to me. I had a dream about this fucking pen, and I'm taking it
And they're
home.
all they're all identical. Like all of them. Like why? Why just take the whole damn thing?
Oh,
I mean,
something else that used to absolutely annoy the shit out of me, and it wasn't aimed towards me specifically. Is when I was working at FYE. I feel like I can say that name because I don't work there now, and I have a feeling there's like less than maybe five left in the whole U.S.
yeah.
But me and my my fine coworker, let's call her Veronica. She used to wear band T-shirts all the time, and she would always get these fucking dumbass guys that would walk up to her because she's very pretty, very big busted, and that kind of girl. She's cool as shit, and she'd like wear these band shirts because she likes them, and guys would come up and like quiz her. It's like, oh, I see you're wearing a Coheed shirt. What's your top five songs? Do you even know like if they did this? And she's like, I do. That's why I had the fucking shirt. Like, why are you questioning me on this shit?
Mm. Because they automatically assume, oh, it's a girl.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I feel
Women are
really.
allowed to like different types of music. Women are allowed to like video games. I mean, what the fuck?
I also like. I hate when guys try to like overstep women because they're women. Like,
Mm.
oh, let me get that for you because it's heavy, or oh, let me do that because I'm strong. I'm a man. It's like, just let her fucking do it. I will say I've been kind of guilty of that because the one girl I'm working with is like pregnant as fuck, and she was bending over. It's like, no, 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 let me get that. Don't bend over, because I don't
Well,
know
that's
how things work down there. She looked like
well,
she gets
that's
annoyed with.
different. Well, maybe not. I don't know. I think it's different just because she is pregnant, and safety first.
Hmm.
I totally get that. As for helping random women, I don't really throw myself out there, but I say, "Would you like me to?"
Right.
That way, I'm giving them the option. I'm not interjecting and trying to take over.
The only time I ever do that, like interject and take over, is like if I'm in the grocery store and like walking down an aisle and I see this poor woman that's short as fuck trying to climb the aisle to get something. I'm like, no, no,
Yes.
don't. Let me get that for you. Don't fall.
I can't tell you how many times as a tall person I've had shorter people say, "Hey, can you reach this for me?" I'm like, yeah. Oh
Oh,
wow, you have long arms. You can reach all sorts of things.
I sure can. You want to know what kind of stuff I reach?
Clapping.
Oh, another
I know.
thing that absolutely annoys the shit out of me is people who seek attention. I guess it kind of goes with like a trauma kind of thing, but like with me,
Yes.
my depression, like I don't like I vent to you about my depression and stuff like that, but you also know when to like step off from it. But I cannot stand when you're depressed or something and somebody constantly fucking hounds you. Are you okay? Can I do anything? It's like, no, I'm good. Like, leave me alone.
Like,
And
I
it's,
understand the concern and care, of course,
yeah,
but back off.
that and the fucking people that has to blast all of their feelings on social media. Like, that,
uh,
uh,
like, no, it's a public space and you're entitled to your feelings and free speech, of course. But damn, girl, bottle some of that up, or at least have a private conversation with someone you trust.
Yeah,
or
half
drink.
the half the time, like when you actually talk to them about it, it's a situation that doesn't even be talked about. They just want attention.
Yeah.
Like, bitch, if you truly knew what depression was, you wouldn't be doing that shit. Like, I get reaching out for people, but like, there's a fine line of reaching out for somebody and like seeking attention for that.
Hmm. Yeah. You know what I can't fucking stand above all?
What's up?
People who talk over you and ignore the fact that you're talking.
Oh, God, yes.
Like, excuse you. Like, if you're excited and you wanted to say something, fine, but apologize or say, "Oh, sorry. Let me go ahead and finish what you're saying. Then I got something excited to say." Something like that. Fine. But if you're just gonna be like just out of nowhere in the middle of me talking or me listening to someone else telling me something, oh
Yes.
no,
Let me
like
put my piece
someone.
in.
Mm-mm. Yeah. Or, okay, so like how sometimes we will kind of accidentally sort of kind of interrupt each other, but it's not that big of a deal because it's just like a little quick thing or whatever.
Yeah.
That's fine. But even at times when we actually do interrupt each other, we tend to be like, "Oh shit, sorry."
Yeah, right. My bad.
But, there are certain people I have known in my life that just have no, like, they're completely oblivious.
Right. Yeah.
So,
Really fucking
no.
get that. I had that happen to me today. I was waiting on a customer, and one of our policies is if something doesn't have a tag, we have to take it back and have it retagged. We can't tag it ourselves. And I can't tell you how many times I've said that. And this woman came in and she didn't have a tag on one of the things. It's like, hey, sorry, you have to take this to the back. They'll bring it out when they can. Well, how long is that going to be? It's like, I can't tell you. It could be like 10, 15 minutes, just depends on how busy they are. And she is cool with it. She's like, it's alright, I don't need that bad enough. I was like, alright, cool. So the person behind her, like, I was telling her goodbye and everything. He interrupted me. He was like, well, I got something that don't have a tag on it. How long's that going to be? And don't bullshit me. I'm like, first of all, fuck you. Like, I'm trying to talk to her. Like, don't come up and try to start some shit. Like, no.
Yeah,
I will
you're
make
not a part of
sure
this
that you don't say
conversation.
exactly.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. If somebody's nice about it, I will take it back and say, hey, if you can try to hurry on this, they're waiting on it. I'll be nice. But if someone comes up and demands shit, I'm like, no. I've walked back there and I went to a processor. I'm like, hey, this person's being a total cunt. Don't fucking take this out. And they don't. Like, it's fucking great. And they're
Hmm.
sitting there waiting, like, well, where's that at? It's like, I don't know. I'm not a processor. Well, can you find out? Nope. Not my job.
Yeah. Oh, people who play victim.
Yes. Yes.
Like, they're always the victim. They're never the bad guy. They're never in the wrong. And God forbid that their feelings are invalidated.
Yep. It could be the most black and white situation. Like, this is 100% how it is. It's two plus two is four. That's what it is. And they're going to argue and say, no, 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 no. This is my set. No, it's not, bitch. I promise you, it's not. Like, ugh.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know if you have this as much as I do, but I hear things at work that I should never, ever in my life hear, and it's terrible. But I cannot stand when somebody's on their fucking phone and they have it on speakerphone in a store,
Yes.
shopping
And they
around.
still have it up close to their face.
Yes. I don't give a fuck if Jeremy died and this is how he died and it was a drug deal. I don't give a fuck. Stop. Take that shit to your car. Nobody wants to hear it.
Yeah. I don't need to hear the bitch on the other end of the phone screaming about whatever. I don't need to know. This is none of my business. I don't want to hear it. And it's loud. It's like they
Mm-hmm.
had the volume at the loudest. It's like, what are
Yep.
you doing? Are you hard of hearing or something? Like, get tested, get hearing aids, whatever you need to do. Put in headphone or earbuds, anything. Just don't do that. Or wait until you're in a private space to do that if you need to.
Right. Ooh, something else I cannot stand is people who come in and just reek of fucking weed. And it is
Yes.
horrible at my job. And I am all about weed. Like I think it does wonders. I take the gummies and everything because I can't stand the smell of weed.
Mm-hmm.
But I love the effects of it. Like it chills me the fuck out. It makes me much more stupid than what I already am. But I cannot stand somebody coming in and smelling like they just came from fucking Burning Man. Like it's not cute in the slightest.
Yeah. I agree 100%. Generally, the customers I have that come in that reek of that shit tend to be the Instacart shoppers, those people. They're shopping for other people. They
Mm.
always smell like it. They always are dressed like they just rolled out of bed. They're wearing their Cookie Monster pajama bottoms and some like torn up oversized t-shirt, and it's like, ma'am, sir, what is your problem? I'm not gonna judge someone technically how they dress, but maybe a little bit nicer than that. Something a little bit, that isn't so, night time.
Right.
And yeah, definitely keep that smell to your own property. Don't bring it into public spaces
Even worse is
because
when they have kids.
yes, it's like, are you driving out of your mind with children? Because that's potentially dangerous.
Actually,
I mean, they may not be like it may not be the same as drinking and driving. I don't know how their tolerance is, but who
yeah,
knows? And why risk it?
exactly. Oh, there was one day. I had got some new gummies, and I usually if it's new for me, I take it on a day off because I don't know how it's going to react for me. And
Hmm.
one day, I decided to take it. It was about like 5 o'clock, and it hit me like a couple hours later. And I was like, "Damn, this feels great." And I was like, I got work tomorrow, and I'll go to bed, and by the time I wake up, everything will be worn off, and whatever. That
Hmm.
wasn't the case. I got in the car. I was happy as fuck. I was singing out loud, and I was just on my way to work as happy as I can be. And I just thought I was having a good morning. And then when I got there, I was like, "Oh fuck, I'm still high." And I was freaking out because I guess it was the paranoia that got to me. I was like, "Oh fuck, people's gonna know. My boss is gonna come up and be like, 'Hey, what you doing?'" I mean, she knows that I do edibles and stuff, and she knows I'm responsible with it. Like, I won't come to work like blazed out of my fucking mind like some people do. But like,
Hmm.
I went and told her, I was like, "Hey, look, I thought this was going to wear off, and I was still like kind of groggy when I came in. And I didn't notice it, but yeah, I'm super high right now. I'm very sorry." I was like, "I can go home if you want me to, or you know, have somebody come pick me up." She's like, "No, I don't want you back on the road. Just go and pull your clothes, like what I do." And I was like, "Okay." So I walked off, and I got a whole ass section done by myself. And I came back. I was like, "I'm done." She's like, "With all of it?" It's like, "Yeah, come out and look." She checked it out. She's like, "What the fuck?" It's like, "I don't know. I'm just really focused and happy."
Oh, maybe I
Like,
should take that when I go into work.
she said, "Don't do that again." It's like, I didn't mean to.
But wait, don't you want me to do a job like this?
To
I
have
can
you
make
go,
this whole
daddy.
I can make this whole store sparkle. Oh
uh,
my god.
yeah, those are
You know what else?
fun.
Huh?
Those are fun.
Yeah, I bet. Um, I don't know how my body will react to it. Just because I know back in the day, during my younger years, I did dabble in a bit of that, and not the gummies, of course, because that was before gummies were really a thing.
What?
Um,
He was doing the devil's lettuce?
through a Coke can,
Oh,
all different ways. Anyway,
he's, he
it
said,
never
look,
did
I made a
anything.
bong out of a banana.
I never felt any certain way. Like I didn't feel calmer. I wasn't, in La La Land or whatever. I was not blitzed at all in the slightest.
Oh, I know.
Anytime, and I think I tried it like probably like 7 or 8 times.
Oh,
Nothing.
Lord. Yeah, it gets me like when I used to actually smoke it, like it was very rare that I smoked it. And I know we're still going off topic from what we were talking about, but fun story about me doing drugs.
Yay, drugs.
So I was working at Bob Evans, and there was this woman that she overheard me talking about it. And she's like, "Oh, honey, I got some if you want to buy some off me." I was like, "You're a soccer
Oh.
mom, but okay." I got it, and I went to my friend at the time's house, and I was like, "Hey, look what I got! Let's smoke this and play games and have fun." It was not fun, by the way. It was a horrible fucking time. I remember just constantly being paranoid that his husband was like sneaking around the corners, and he's a big man. Like he's not sneaking around any fucking corner. I promise you. Like you'll see his ass a mile away.
Oh, now I know who you're talking about. Okay.
Yeah, and I was trying to calm myself down because like there's been times I got high and like I got paranoid about it and like I felt my chest hurt and whatever. But it's all in your head. So it's like, hey, let's play a game. He's like, okay. So we turned on Dead Space because that's a fucking fantastic game to play while you're high. Um, we just started the game and one of the creatures like popped out and he paused it. He looked at me. He said, "No, ma'am, we're not doing this right now." It off. All right.
Oh.
So that was when I actually smoked it. Then there was another time that he had one of the vape pens and I didn't know how well those worked. Also, a very terrible fucking time. I was hanging out with them, and our whole thing was we was going to watch the Brady Bunch movie. I don't know why, but we was going to watch that. We did not watch the Brady Bunch movie. We ended up watching As Told by Ginger, like almost the whole season. And my stupid paranoid ass kept pausing it. I was like, "Do you hear that?" And I kept hearing carnival music.
What
He's
the?
like, he's like, "What?" I was like, "Do you
Uh,
not hear that? It's like it's loud." He's like, "No, you stupid bitch! I don't hear anything." I was like, "It's fucking there! I promise you."
oh.
That was a fun night. He ordered pizza, and person delivered it walked up, and I was standing. It was awkward as hell. He was like opening the door. He was blitzed out of his mind. I was blitzed out, and he opened the door. He's trying to keep his composure. He's like, "Thank you." And I said, "I love you so much. Thank you for the pizza. It's so great."
Ugh.
Uh, yeah, so I don't partake in the smoking anymore, just the edibles, which still make me incredibly fucking stupid, but yeah.
Yeah. Oh, so let's get back on topic. Another thing that I find extremely annoying, just absolutely the worst, is people who throw tantrums when they are adults.
Yeah.
Like, I get being upset. It's perfectly natural. But calm it down, sis. It ain't the end of the world. You don't need to go up 20 decibels and shatter glass.
Calm
Like,
it down.
it, it's it's bad. I don't like it. I think it's really childish and immature, and it drives me insane, and it makes me not want to be around people like that.
I totally fucking get that.
Like, I sympathize when bad things happen to people, but
There's
if
like a
it's
right and a wrong
not
way of handling it.
exactly, if you see someone get their head cut off, sure, scream and freak out. If that freaks you out. If anyway, um,
Yeah, you said that for me. I would watch a decapitation, like, "Heh, that sucks." Walk off.
um, but when something minor happens, like, oh no, I burnt the roast, the world's not gonna blow up. I promise you. It sucks, it's frustrating, and it pisses you off. But you know what? There's other food.
Exactly. Going off of that, a thing that annoys me is people at restaurants. Like, if you go in there, and I've had bad luck with restaurants where they don't get your order completely right. And the thing is, you just ask them to fix it. Like, don't get pissy with them. I actually have
Yeah.
a fear of that because I'm afraid that if you're angry with them and, hey, bitch, make my food again because you did it wrong, they're going to spit in it, I'm sure.
Like, if it's something like drastic, like, let's say you get a steak and you're like, you want it well done. Like, you do not want to see any sort of pink at all.
Hmm.
And it comes back and it's like it comes to you and it's rare. Like, it's bleeding when you cut into it. I don't think that's a problem. Like, you should totally be like, hey, get their attention. That's fine. As long as you go about it the right way. I worked in the restaurant. I totally get shit happens. And if you say, hey, bring it to my attention politely, I'm going to apologize and be like, oh my goodness, let me correct that. It's going to be corrected. And it's the same with the kitchen staff. Like, like if something is wrong, something's screwed up, and then the server brings it to them, and they're like, "Hey, this is what's happened." They're more than likely going to be like, "Oh shit, let me fix that." Sure, it'll be frustrating because they have a whole system going back there, and they're trying to get food out, but they're not going to spit in your food unless one, they want to get fired, or two, you're a complete douchebag.
Hmm. Going off of that, because I worked in a restaurant, like I worked at Bob Evans and I was a host and I was waiting tables too. One thing that really annoyed the fuck out of me was working on Sundays. And I know it's like gonna cause hatred or whatever, but I cannot stand people from church.
No. Yeah.
They are the
Nothing
absolute
against people
worst.
that go to church. That's their business, but
Oh yeah, but
continue.
you don't have to act like a dick or anything like that. Like the people that I waited on, they was so stingy with their tips and everything. Like they would leave change on the table. And it's one thing if you're a
Hmm.
bad waiter or something like that, but if you're going above and beyond and helping everybody out and all of that, then I don't understand why you're going to leave like such a small amount.
What's worse is when they don't leave a tip, but instead write on the receipt like some sort of note, whether it's offensive or it's like a random Bible verse as your tip. Like, that's so shitty. Like, don't do that.
Exactly. I hate that.
Or I remember I was with some friends at IHOP. This was many many years ago, and we had a really crappy server. She was very, rude and not very attentive and all that. But when they were, when we were putting our cash together for her tip, I put a few bucks down because, yeah, she was, crappy and all that, but I wasn't going to be a complete asshole and just leave her nothing.
Hmm.
So, I put a few bucks down. They put, some change and whatnot down. And then one of them had this smart idea that they were going to stuff her tip in their glass of ice.
Oh,
And it had a little bit of their drink in there, but it was mostly just ice. They shoved it all the way in there, and then they got the ketchup packet and filled it up.
wow.
I was like,
That's
that's a
fucked
bit
up.
too far.
Like, you don't have to do all that. Like, everyone has a bad day, and like, no, it's not right for them, like, for the employee to treat you like that. But again, they are human too, and everybody has a bad day. But you don't have to go
Yeah,
to that extent of like being a dick about it.
exactly. I never went out to eat with that person again. I was like, nah.
I don't blame you. That's terrible.
Hmm.
Another
Yeah.
thing, it's kind of a big one, is pride annoys me. And like, we're both active members of the LGBT something something different letters, but like, I
Yeah,
don't know.
we're the alphabet.
Right. I don't like it because it just, I feel like a lot of people go above and be extra about it,
Hmm.
and it's just solely for gaining attention and pissing people off.
So I agree with you to that extent. Like, I understand that. I know the meaning behind pride, and I have great respect for it. Of course, I get where it came from and its history,
Mm.
and it will always have a meaning to me. Like, will have, I will celebrate pride in that aspect, but I agree with you. Like, those people who will go above and beyond to literally shove things in people's faces and be loud and obnoxious. It's
Mhm.
like, take it down, Tina. You really don't need to be that abrasive with it. If you want to celebrate Pride, fine. If you want to be happy about it, great. But you don't need to be an obnoxious twat.
Mhm. I agree with you. And then it's the same people that when somebody that's, maybe not all for it, but is still trying to be respectful and not like, say anything to you, if they get a
Hmm.
little offended, they're automatically playing the victim. Well, you're trying to take away my pride and all this, and I can't act this way. It's like, you can act a certain way. It's just, don't be extra about it.
Yeah, I mean, I don't see straight people literally getting in my face and making out. Like, I don't.
Right.
I don't care if people make out. That's your business. Personally, I don't want to see anybody make out. That's just kind of grody.
Right.
Never been a fan of PDA. But so going off of that into the actual pride events, like the parades and such,
Hmm.
I'm fine with it. Like, I think it's cool. We're celebrating, we're having a good time. What I don't like is when people show up wearing almost nothing but underwear or, jockstrap or whatever that's, especially when it's super revealing.
Hmm.
It's like we're celebrating pride for a positive reason, and we have these people shaking their very floppy junk around children.
Right.
Children should be able to come to these events and not be exposed to that aspect of it. If you want to dance around and be all free in your skin and flop about, go do it at a bar or something or in your own
Right.
home. You don't need
Exactly.
to be out in a public space where there are going to be minors.
Right. I full heartedly agree with that.
So,
And just the whole I guess it's a minor thing for me. It's like I don't like the religious aspect of things of when people come up and just I don't know, you dealt with this not long ago. Basically people shoving their religion down your throat. Like you was respectful in the situation and the person kept pushing. Like that's very fucking annoying. Like you don't want that. And I've had that
No.
happen to me before too. And it's like that's fine if that's your thing. Like that's cool. I am the exact opposite of that. And I don't shove anything like that I believe in down your throat, and I would expect the same thing.
Hmm. Like, I'm, I guess, classified as agnostic, but I have a respect for other people's beliefs as long as they're neutral.
Hmm.
Like, hey, if worshiping this deity or whatever brings you peace and comfort, then I say go for it. As long as you're not being hateful or rude or harming anyone,
Hmm.
then who gives a shit? Like, it's cool.
Right.
You do you, sis.
Yeah, I totally agree.
Like, just mind your business, live your life.
And the sad thing is, those people always play the victim in this situation. When
Oh,
it's,
the ones that don't like to mind their business and
hmm
shove it. Yeah,
it's like if you tell them, it's like, no, thank you, I'm good. And yeah. Also,
it's the greatest offense.
fucking people. I don't know if you've seen it. I'm sure you have, or some type of, what I'm about to say. But there has been so many times like I will walk around and like look down on the floor and there's like money on the floor and you pick it up and it's a Bible verse or some shit like that. I'm like,
Yes.
stop doing that. For one, you're littering. Two, that's just a dick move. What if somebody that actually needed that money was like, oh shit, this is my big break. I actually needed this, and open it up to that. And it's like, what the fuck?
Hmm. It's pretty bad. Going off of that is the people that will come into your workplace, other businesses and such, and hand out pamphlets and so forth about their religion.
Summer camp.
Like, don't do that. Don't give me a little miniature Bible. Don't give me a little piece of paper with prayers on it. Don't come up to me and say things like, "Can I pray with you? Can I pray for you?" Or talk about your church. Like, I don't need that. That right there is forcing it on me, and I don't appreciate it. It's uncomfortable and it's gross. And those are the people right there that are the main ones complaining about the LGBT community,
Hmm.
saying, "Oh, you're throwing it in my face. You're shoving it down my throat." What are you doing? Like,
Exactly.
no.
And I hate when people don't look at like if there's an issue going on, they always like I don't know, they don't listen to both sides of the story. They always go off of one and never think about the other scenario behind something.
Hmm. Exactly.
I hate people. Just I hate them in general.
Exactly. Me too. And that's why I try to avoid social media these days. Is like I slowly backed out of like Facebook and such because I was seeing things being posted that were really shitty. It wasn't like something like, oh, I generally disagree with it. It was just like, why would you post that? Why would you comment hateful things? And that's like, I get free speech, but why do you have to use your free power of free speech to be an asshole? Like,
Hmm.
why? Like, there was no need for it. Like, it just comes out of nowhere just to be hateful. It's sad and pathetic.
It really is, and sadly, that's a lot of what the world's turned into. Like growing up, I'm sure it was there, but I don't think it was nearly as much as what it is now.
Well, that's because the power of the internet really didn't exist like it does today.
True.
People didn't have platforms like that where they could just spew all their hatred. You know.
The internet's devolved us so much.
It kind of has.
Hmm. Ugh.
I don't agree with you.
That's the thing, like me and you have different agreements with things, and I would never ever in my life like stop being your friend because of something like that.
You disagree with things I like? Oh my goodness.
Like music, we have similar taste in music, but sometimes like there's something I'll show you and you don't like it. I'm like, all right, that's cool.
Yeah.
Like, it is nothing at all to ever get upset with somebody about.
Yeah. Like, I'm always open minded when you come to me and you're like, oh my gosh, I found this new band or this song and you want to show me, and I'm like, okay, cool, and I listen to it, and then that's me giving it a shot. Like, okay, is this going to be good? Is this going to be something I'm going to add to my playlist?
Hmm.
And I will have to say, ever since we became friends eons ago,
Oh God,
you know, you have expanded my music library.
you've done the same. I'm still thinking that one. Can't remember her name. They'll come to me eventually. Oh, that's not it. Yeah, I don't get it. There's been so many times, like in high school, that friends would have a disagreement about something and just completely stop talking to each other because of it.
Oh yeah, like grow up. I mean, I get it; it's high school, but grow up.
Yeah.
What's really sad and pathetic and is annoying is the people you went to high school with who still have that personality. Like they still act like they're in high school. Like they
Yeah.
never grew up.
Oh, that band or singer I was thinking of is Brooke Candy. When you first sent me that song, do you know which one I'm talking about? I
Uh
was like,
huh.
what the fuck? And I listened to it, and then it got stuck in my head. I'm like, God damn it. No, no, this. Uh,
Uh,
yeah. Hmm. I know what I was going to say. I can't remember right off.
things that annoy you.
Me, I pissed my own self off.
People who annoy you.
And that's a long fucking list.
Naggers.
Jesus Christ. That too.
Yeah, I can't stand people who nag. Like, get off my ass, bitch.
My boss came up to me today, and they're doing interviews for the new management position.
Uh
And
huh.
she fucking came up to me and she said, "Put your name on the list." And I looked at her and said, "No, why?" She said, "Because it'd be fun to interview you." I said, "We both know I'm not going to get the job. One, I can't pass a drug test. Two, no. Like, you know this information. Why?" I said, "I think it would be fun to make somebody kind of sweat and, see that your name's on the board." I'm like,
Oh, yeah.
yeah, yeah. But she was like, "I can't wait. It's because I'm going to be asking all these interview questions, giving people their downfalls and what they need to improve on." And I'm like, "I don't want to have this interview with you because you're going to make me feel bad." She said, "I'm not going to make you feel bad. The only complaint I have about you is your attendance." I'm like, "Is this to do with last week when I broke my ass?" And she said, "Partially." I said, "Bitch, I broke my ass. Like, I could not stand or sit." She said, "That's
Like,
fair enough."
can't hold that against you. You should be like, you know what, turn around, bend over, let me kick you really hard in the tailbone.
He said, "My back hurts too. I got scoliosis." I said, "Bitch, I want to make it worse if you keep it up."
uh,
I love her to death. She is just the right amount of bitchiness. Like I'll walk by the office every morning when she's working, she'll flip me off.
That's a friend.
Um, what was really funny is I think I told you before, I dated her back in high school. And then I found out that I like the wieners and stuff like that, and we broke up obviously. But when I came out to her, because I came out to her and her mom, which I love her mom so much, and I told her how I was feeling, and I had a talk with both of them even before I did my mom, and they was so accepting, and I told her I was crying a little bit. It's like I guess it's the end for us dating, and she's like, it don't have to be. I said, I just told you I'm into dudes. And I was like, you're missing a few parts. And she said, you don't know that for sure. I'm like, oh, you crazy bitch.
Oh God, when I came out, my girlfriend at the time blamed it on herself. It's like, oh no, no, this has been something I've been having an internal conflict with for many, many years now. It's not you or your disgusting lady bits.
She jumps out the window. It's all for you.
Oh my God. No, she really did take it hard though. Like, I mean, she's accepting and she's she's bisexual, so she's obviously cool with it. But like in the beginning, she literally felt like it was her fault. Like she turned me gay. I was like, honey, you can't turn. So no, it's not your doing. Oh, I hear my dog's going nuts. That's an annoying thing is when dogs go nuts for no reason. I
or
get
when
it, they're
you're
dogs.
or when you're trying to put the leash on them to take them out, and they want to run around in circles. I'm like, can you stop for like 5 seconds? Let me hook you up. No, just snorted a whole bunch of coke and just like bounce off every fucking wall. I'm like, God, I hate you so much, but you're so cute. I can't hate you, but I do.
Oh god. That should be our next topic is animals, pets, stuff like that.
Girl, I had just about every fucking animal you can think of.
Mm-hmm. Oh, McDonald over here.
We can rank them from the best to worst.
Like, do not get this animal
Yeah,
unless
ferret,
you are experienced.
being ferrets.
Yeah, they are the cutest, most adorable creatures. Dumb as shit, love them. But holy crap, they are a handful.
They smell so bad.
And they shit tar.
I
That or my ferrets are broken. I don't know.
think every single ferret in the world is broken, to be quite honest with you.
God just made them all broken. He said, I don't know what these are, but whatever here.
This one don't have a brain. Is just walking around, running into shit, bouncing off of everything, jumping off the bed.
Oh my god.
Before we close out, speaking of ferrets, just the funniest thing happened when I had my one ferret. I named him Zorro. He was still a little baby, and I was trying to potty train him. Like he was going on the puppy pads and stuff. And I brought
Mm-hmm.
him over to that one friend's house, and we was laying on the bed, and Zorro was asleep on my chest, and we was watching a movie. Zorro wakes up, and I put him on the puppy pad, and he doesn't do anything. It's like, oh, he just woke up. He's fine. Put him back on my chest, and he starts crawling onto my friend. He takes the biggest shit on him. My friend just is gasping. He's like, "Did it shit on me? Did it shit?" On me?" And I'm sitting there busting out laughing, like, "Yeah." The fun thing with ferrets is when they piss, they also shit,
Yep. Yep.
So he had that going
Oh.
on. I was like, "Ha, that's karma for some fucker."
Uh, uh,
Yeah. But that was a good episode. So guess we'll close it
yep.
out.
Yay.
Next time we'll talk
Good
about pets.
night.
Bye.